Sinners is a 2025 period horror drama film written, directed and produced by Ryan Coogler. It stars Michael B. Jordan, of course, like he does in every single Ryan Coogler film, and the film is underwhelming. Now let me just get this point across first. I haven't seen every Ryan Coogler film. I've only seen the Black Panther films, and I have my issues with them, especially Wakanda Forever, which is similar issues to this in terms of the structure, the pacing. It's okay with Wakanda Forever because it has a lot of external issues, COVID, the death of Chadwick Boseman. However, a few years later, Ryan Coogler brings us Sinners, this film. As I'm sure you've seen, it's doing really well. And people are liking it. So I don't want to come in here and be like, I hate this film, it's awful, everyone should not like it. Because it deserves eyes, it needs eyes, and it's a good film overall. Like, I enjoyed my time watching this film. However, it did underwhelm me. I expected more. Of just the story itself was exciting. Going into this, I'd seen the trailers and it looked good. I thought it could be scary. It's got like romantic themes in there. It seemed quite intense with its horror. But that's not what we got in the film. In the film, I felt I was watching a 1932 period piece drama, and it just had vampires in it. And I don't think that it just didn't blend well for me. We see Michael B. Jordan's both characters, Smoke and Stack, coming back to their hometown, setting up a club for the night, getting kind of a team together of all the old people they've met before, inviting new people they meet during this first half of the film, which isn't the best part of the film for me. It has a clear objective, it achieves all that, and then we get, after the midpoint, things start to slow down, they get a bit unclear. The themes don't blend well for me. The vampires are used in the film as an allegory for racism, of course, specifically the KKK, as they are actually working with the KKK in the film. What didn't work for me about that was the fact that they could have been just a black drama from the 1930s about the KKK, true horrors of it, and it can still be a horror drama, things that you don't want to see, and that's what horror should be. And this wasn't that for me. Every horror element kind of fell through for me. There's a moment at the end where I think his name is Miles Caton. His character comes to face with the lead vampire, and they kind of have like a fight thing. But I don't feel any suspense or tension, or I don't fear for Caton's character at all, and maybe that's a problem. Stack, who is Michael B. Jordan's character, ends up killing all the vampires. Everyone dies. He ends up dying after he has a shootout with the KKK. And when I saw that scene, I thought, right, all of my thoughts have been developing, have been solidified now. This film should have been a KKK drama, a bit like Black Klansman, that came out a good few years ago now. That was a great sort of exploration of history, of real characters, and showed the horror of it and the drama of it, and it was chilling. And this could have been that in a way, but it felt like it was going more of a Jordan Peele-esque route in terms, the sci-fi, the horror elements mixed in with racial themes. And for me, Ryan Coogler just didn't pull that off. Here, I think he would have been better suited aiming just directly for a Spike Lee type thing, where it's just a straight drama about these things, and you can add the horror elements in when the KKK come and attack, much like the vampires did. But the KKK would be much more effective because it's more real, and it would get the message across to this film much clearer to me. And I think the message to this film for me was, it's not really a message, it's just an exploration of themes of 1932 culture toward black people, toward segregation and awful work conditions. And the progress is slow, and the film could have explored more of that for me. I was disappointed not to see more of that, and more of the horror of the actual history that we've all seen, the repercussions of it today. It was an attempt at a Peele-esque thing, and it just didn't work for me. I could be completely wrong, but that's just what I got from watching the film. That's just how I feel after watching it. I don't know if that's what Coogler wanted me to feel. I think the vampires and stuff were meant to be exciting and cool and stuff like that, and don't get me wrong, they were for some parts, but they were never scary, and they were never a better antagonist for me than an actual KKK group would have been. And I just didn't really understand what Coogler's trying to do. Not even from a filmmaking perspective, more from just an audience. I don't know what he's trying to present to me. If you really think about the premise, if you angle it in a way that's an African American drama about race, about racism in the 1930s in the South. Oh, and there's vampires in it. I don't know if that sounds good to me, because it is very clearly these two stories. It's a racism story about the KKK trying to kill all these African Americans, and it's a vampire story. trying to kill all these African Americans, and the allegory doesn't work because they are both together. That's why the allegory doesn't work. If it was one or the other, well, if it was the KKK, it wouldn't need an allegory, but you know, if it was just the vampires, it would have been a good allegory, and I would have seen it, it would have been great. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the film. Again, overall, I did like it. I just thought the vision was messy, and I think it should have been one thing or the other, or none of these things. But definitely go watch the film. It's a good quality film. It's entertaining for the most part. I just think there's a lot of room and potential there, and I worry that director Ryan Coogler and his team didn't realise that potential either, which is a shame. But anyway, please do let me know what you thought of this film. I am hoping to do some more videos pretty soon on this channel. There's going to be a lot of short films coming out. There's going to be video reviews like this, and hopefully essays in the long term. But yeah, see you in the next one, either in a few days or a few years. Ta-ra.